That moment when you thought you clicked live and you started talking, but you hadn't really clicked live, so no one heard what you were talking about. Yeah, that was me just now. So, as you can see, I'm solo tonight. My partner in crime is ridiculously busy. You know the story of a entrepreneur, especially when you're an entrepreneur who wears all the hats. Excuse me, Danette just cannot be here tonight. I don't even know if she's going to be able to be in the chat, but we're going to still do this. If I seem a little weird or rusty or whatever's going on, it's because I am. I am so friggin' frazzled these days and this past week that I can't keep a clear thought. And that's not unusual for me, but it is unusual that I can't work through it. Usually I make all the madness work, and I haven't been able to of late. That said, I'm going to figure out how to make it work. So, wait a minute. I just realized that, hold on. Can y'all hear me? So, hopefully y'all can hear me. I didn't ask that yet. Forgot what else I was getting ready to tell you. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, good. It took me a second to get back to where the chat button was, which, there it is. Okay. Y'all, why they got it set up like this, I will never know. I'm going to try to send you all a link real quick. So basically, just so you know that tonight we're going to do, I don't know if that link is actually going to work, but can you guys test it, like fool around with it, see if it works for you, click all the things it says to click and whatever the fuck, because I'm just trying to test it out. Oh, the baby girl's up in here. Hey, Tina. Give me a second. So I already have the alarm set. We're going to do 20-minute sprints. The first one starts at 10 after. Give me a chance to see who all is here now other than my baby girl. Let's see. Tamara. Shannon. Alec. Y'all, tell me why Alec low-key all up in the hospital trying to get doctors. Ain't nothing wrong with him. That whole foot thing, we know you scam. I'm just messing with you. Please get better soon. Sky. Morgan. The Lee girls is up in her. Wendy. Okay, so y'all can hear me. Oh shit, what did I just do? Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Oh, ignore this particular alarm. That was my 5-minute warning. Because sometimes, like I did, I forget to hit the right button. I need to check to make sure that I did hit the right button, and I did, ultimately. Yes, please thumb it up, y'all. Right! We got the talk. Bruh. All right, so let me go back a tick. So the first unofficial question is the same question as always. What are you guys working on? Let me know that. And while you're talking about that, question number 1 is, what is your MC afraid of? This is all about fear. Yes, it is also more about getting 10,000 words finished, but it's all about fear. And as a disclaimer, I ain't write 10,000 damn words. I didn't write 10 words. My brain don't work right now. I'm hoping to get some background noise done for some other stuff. So that's what we're working on. You got like 5 minutes to chime in on that. And yeah, I wanted to say Thank you to everybody who has art copies and who are reading and sending me feedback about the madness. I really appreciate it. It's crazy to me that I'm hearing all this back, which is so awesome. And I don't even know what to think first. I don't. Like, I'm so glad that these characters that other people know about them and they're not just sitting in my head anymore. Oh Lord, lisping. Okay, so lisping. Tamara, watch me, make sure I'm okay. You know why I'm saying that. Okay, let me go back to comments. All right. Let's see. I like that tone. You like that tone? Which tone? Oh, see what I missed. Yeah. I know. Alec better save me some of those numbers. Oh. Okay, I misunderstood. So I was going to say, like, if we're bumping heads for a chat, like, you're going to be doing a chat later. Like, I can stop mine and go join yours. Look, then I won't be by myself. I mean, not that I'm by myself with this. I mean, by myself on camera. Okay. MC is afraid of letting her family down. Ooh. Working on all the things. Got to hit that 10K. Sitting at 75. Oh my God, you're gonna make it then, Sky. You got this. James is afraid of hurting someone and getting hurt himself. Okay. So has James been really, really super hurt before? Is that why he has that fear? My FMC is afraid of herself and her powers. Wow. Losing control. Gotcha. I love that. Cozy mystery. I really want to write a mystery one day, and I want to write a cozy so bad. 2 MCs. Emerson is afraid of being abandoned by people that she loves or letting people in. And Shaw is afraid of disappointing his family, especially his mother. Curious why. I have my MC name is Aaliyah Shaw. Her last name is Shaw. And it's weird to say, okay, she's afraid of not being allowed, or because allowed is the wrong word, not having the opportunity to be her authentic self. She's afraid that her dreams won't be realized. That's the best way to put it. That's what she's scared of. She isn't scared of too much of anything other than she doesn't want the life that her mom has envisioned for her. And she doesn't want the life that she thinks the world is saying she needs to do. She wants to be her authentic self, and she's afraid that there isn't a door to walk through. Oh, the ringtone. I have so many. That's the least obnoxious one. I love dark fantasy. Oh my God. Like my current book, like Shattered isn't in my normal genre. It's a coming of age tale. My normal stuff is like dark, paranormal, fantasy. A lot of it's not erotica. A lot of it does lean on romance and some details, but the majority of my stuff is paranormal fantasy, and I prefer it dark. Your MC is not being shown. Your MC will be fine. I would love to write a mystery, but I'm terrible at figuring out clues, mysteries. And see, I'm the opposite. Like, I usually can watch the first couple minutes of it, and 9 times out of 10, I guess it right. The fun thing for me with those things is not the fact, because it doesn't spoil it for me to guess it. What spoils it for me is, not spoils it. What makes it entertaining for me is watching people's interpretations of how they lead up to stuff. So I enjoy the chase. I enjoy the journey. Let's see. Afraid of my mystery would be one of those things. Be too easy to figure out. Okay, if you're afraid that it's too easy to figure out, then do a mystery where you told everybody from the beginning. Just tell them the answer, and then do a Columbo. I don't know if you ever watched Columbo. Columbo always knows who did it, and he fucks with that person until they confess. He always knows. What he doesn't know is how, why. He doesn't necessarily know motivation and stuff, but he always knows who did it. So maybe go with that approach. Accidentally hurting others. Got you. Hey, Cass. Y'all know how much I love to say Castiel. Castiel. Because Castiel is on my favorite show with my husband, Jared Padalecki, and his brother, Jensen. But, that's for another time. For another time. All right. So I think, did everybody answer? What time is it? I think we get ready to be, we should have hit that thing already. All right, everybody start writing. My alarm didn't go off, which I don't know why it didn't go off. Let's see. Why didn't you let us know that it was already time to start? Oh, because the stupid thing says 8:10 a.m. All right. Sorry. But anyway, everybody go. See you back here at 8:30. Write all the words. No, that didn't scare me at all. So how did everybody do? And let me know, who's working on the 10K still? The 10K day? Who's working on their Preptober stuff? And who's just working? And who's not working? Because I feel like it right now. And while y'all are thinking about that, we can get to question number 2. And this one was kind of hard for me, but what is your antagonist afraid of? Oh, my antagonist technically is afraid of a lot. Um, Even though by looking at him you may not know it, but they're always the ones, you know. But I think his main fear is, because I want to say he's afraid of being like dethroned, like he's afraid of not being the big man on campus kind of person. But I think it's more underlining than that. I think he's afraid of not being seen in the best light, because he knows that he has like a darkness inside of him, and he hates that he has it inside of him, but he also can't really control it or do anything about it, kind of thing. And so he goes out of his way to do all these nice things and good things and whatever the fuck things in the efforts to shield, to give him some kind of a, maybe if he does this, then the evil part of him won't shine through or won't manifest itself in some kind of way. And he's real wrong about that. And I think that's what his biggest fear is. I mean, he has a lot of different fears. Oh my goodness. This thing is telling me I have 26 comments. Hold on. We have 10 minutes for the next break. So let's see. And my neighbors, guys, if you hear like thumping and bumping and madness, that's just how ridiculous my neighbors are. Honestly, I never in my life seen no shit like that. It sounds like they're throwing each other into the walls sometimes. Like they got some, mixed martial arts shit going on over there in a fucking 1-bedroom apartment. Because their apartment is 1 bedroom. Like mine is 2, and across from me is 1. Well, don't be talking about food, y'all. Don't be making me hungry. Oh, yeah, I did ask this. Do you all get writer's flood? It can be just as debilitating sometimes, I think, as writer's block. It's like right now, my brain wants me to work on 800 different things. And I have 8 million different words to type. Like, if my brain would just let me focus on that one. But as soon as I start thinking about, I want to write this story, the other story is bombarding, like, but no, I want to say what I got to say. And I just get really flooded. And sometimes it's hard for me to turn all the rest of the people off and tell them, shut the fuck up, go wait in the waiting room. I literally do say that. So good. But yeah, does that happen to you all? Right. Yeah, I did read that. So you're just working to manage to read through 4 pages. I can't even read right now. What I'm doing is dumping right now. I feel you. Got you. I could not do 10K. I didn't even attempt it today. Like I came to the write-ins, but I didn't attempt because I knew that I wasn't gonna really be able to. I probably could have got 10K down easy, but it would have been 10,000 words for 7 different stories. So I don't know how much of a leeway that would have made. And I just really didn't want to do that. I don't want to give into the me having 8 tabs up kind of thing, because I did used to write like that all the time. And I don't want to do that because I noticed that my notebooks and my documents, I have so many started novels, and the majority of them are 70%, 80% done. No joke. And if I could just pick up one of those 80%ers and just add the other 20, we'd be doing something. But I keep 1%ing each one as I go and get nothing done. It drives me crazy. Right. If you don't get what you have that you're working on done, will you still just drop that for a month and do the new Nano book, or will you incorporate working on both, or how do you roll with that? Me, when I used to do Nano, I would only do something new for Nano. That was it. Antagonist is afraid of death and dying. It's why he made a deal with a demon and became a vampire. Did he not understand that being a vampire is a different kind of death? Or he just wanted to make sure he existed? Working on October, not enough time to do 10K. I feel you. I had the time. I just didn't have the mindset. Dying. She's an interstellar soul that's trapped in a soul and has to possess people to live. And so she's afraid of being attached to a dying body and forgotten about. Oh, Wendy, I cannot wait to read that. Trapped in a stone. Okay, wait. How? Get back to me on how she can get trapped in the stone. Okay. Yeah, let us know what happened, because we're not watching the debate. We are gonna write. Sometimes your antagonist isn't another person. Sometimes in romance, the antagonist is the situation itself. So you ever like, for instance, I'll give you a bad for instance, but in a movie like Twister, the antagonist was the weather, was those twisters. It wasn't a person. And so I noticed that in comedies and tragedies, sometimes your antagonist is the situation itself. It isn't necessarily a bad guy. My antagonist is afraid of being overshadowed by his brothers and forgotten by his people. Damn. That's kind of close to mine too. Like, he is afraid of being overshadowed, but that thing about him is a piece of his main fear of just being found out that maybe he's not a good guy. And I want to be clear, he wants to be a good guy, he just isn't. And so that's in a way, it's kind of sad, because he's not walking around like the Joker, just don't give a fuck. He is who he is, and he's glad about it. He isn't that person. He's the kind of person who has evil thoughts and then tries everything he can not to succumb to them, but he succumbs, unfortunately, because he's from a family. This is really cool. Like, he's from a family of really goody two shoes. And he wants to also be a goody two shoe. And as far as what people can see about him, he is a goody two shoe. But he isn't. My antagonist is afraid of not being loved. Yeah, he has that too. My antagonist is just afraid that everything about him is wrong and he doesn't want people to see it. Just getting to the party. Hey, Eva. It's okay. We're going to be partying for a minute. We got a sprint coming up. Let's see. We got a sprint coming up in a minute. And for 20. Just trying to get through all the messages, which I don't think I'm going to. Heck yes, I totally have that right now. I have like 3. Yes. I think, ooh. It's just crazy, crazy, and it drives me crazy. And I'm trying so hard, and I'm like, you know what? Build worlds, because I can do that. When all else fails, I can build. It really is. Thank you. Thank you. It is a damn struggle. I honestly think it's worse than writer's block because it's frustrating in the sense, and this just is my opinion, but it's frustrating in the sense where you have plenty to write, but they won't shut up and let you do it. It's not like you're looking at a blank piece of paper and going, I don't know what to write. It's like I don't know which to write. It's crazy. Oh yeah. When someone asked me a million years ago, do you have writer's block? And I'll be like, I've never had writer's block in my life. Knock on for Micah. Um, in my life. But I've been flooded plenty of times. Right. And it took me, the reason why Shattered is finished is because it took me to say, I don't care. All the rest of them, I pulled the tabs up like I always do and started writing them and said, y'all are going to be okay. This is getting finished. And come hell or high water, I put together a blueprint, a checklist, and I went down that checklist like a demon. And until all the boxes were checked, I didn't write anything else. I didn't even write notes for new ideas. What's going on with my phone? Guys, I think that I set my alarms wrong. Give me a second. Start writing. Ignore my madness. 20 minutes, guys, or come back here at 8:50, I think. What time is it? Oh no, I fucked up. Okay, let's do this. Let's start at 8. Did that say 8:50 a.m.? No. Let's start at 8:50. That's still wrong. Yep, I missed the window. Please forgive me. Um, I don't want to do that. So this is what we'll do. We'll talk a minute. The next sprint starts at 9 o'clock, right? Did I do all of it wrong? I think I did. I said, okay. How did I do that? Next sprint does not start at 9 o'clock. Because 9:10 is when the next one starts. All right, guys, just write. Just write. I'll figure it out. Ignore me. There you go. See you at 9. That makes sense. That's it. Wendy, girl, yes. That's time, everyone. So, how did you do? I answered email and all sorts of other stuff. Contacted my book cover people because I still have the hardcover, the whole jacket to approve, and I'm waiting to do that. Oh, and guys, guess what? I got a proof copy of Shattered. Y'all see it? This bitch is thicker than I thought it was. It didn't feel this thick when I was writing it. And the front, if you can see, it's I don't know if you can see from there, but notice how it's more space on this side than it is on this side, and that the picture kind of needs to be over a little bit. So that's going to get fixed before like the official books go out. But like this whole part needs to move over just a smidge. It's just a smidge off, and it just catches my eye. Like I can see it, and it drives me crazy. The rest of it is fine. The back is beautiful. Oh my friggin' God. I am so excited about this, and I love the side. And you probably can't see too great on camera, but inside the burst, you see the numeral 1. And so you know it's the first one. Like it's really clear if you're holding it, but maybe not on camera. And guys, I love this. I love it. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. Look. Oh my God. So anyway, enough about me holding the book, because like it's real now, guys. Like it's real. It's real. Like what the fuck? All right, let me switch and see what you guys are doing. Which I know I talk too much. We got like 10 minutes. Oh yeah, Sabra, read my message I sent to you. All right, so let's see. Wendy, read a paragraph and talk to the hubby. That's always fun. I wish I had a hubby. I'm not sure about the story. I think my nano experience this year is going to be a super messy first draft. That's okay, because it's a super messy first draft that exists. And messes can be fixed. Blank pages can't be. I am still kind of geeking about this. This is crazy to me, guys. It's doing well on pre-sale, and that's just for like the ebook version, because this Amazon hasn't caught up to the times, and I can't do a pre-sale on a physical copy. But I'm going to take care of that hopefully really soon, so that the physical copy can make it for a little bit of the pre-sale towards the end, but definitely available on the day of. It'll be available on the day of no matter what. That won't be a problem. That's what she said. Don't get me started, Wendy. Thank you. You know what? I know I said this, but I am surprised that y'all see this. This is some thick shit. Like I really am surprised. And Wendy, don't you dare. It's way thicker than I pictured. I mean, and it's a good size too. So it's not like it's a little teeny book and then it was this thick. Those drug-induced dreams are always the best. Whenever I'm in the hospital and I have to be on medication, oh my God, this is when I start believing maybe there are other realms. Because, God is amazing. And God created everything that there is that exists, including the other places. And I get to visit some of those places in drug induced sleeps. Woo. Yes, Sabra, Sabra. Okay? You do what you got to do. You do whatever it is that you have to do to take care of you. I talk to myself. Plot for books 2 and 3. Trying to get a few solid plot points for both books is basically all plotted out. Yeah, what I did for the Glass Corridor trilogy, which is Shattered is the first book of, I plotted all 3 of those books out like they were one book, but made sure that when I chopped them into the 3 books that they are, that they were contained. So like if you read Shattered, you do not have to read the other 2, and vice versa. You do not have to read Sheer or Stained to, like you can read them out of order. I wanted to make sure that if you didn't pick, let's say I'm a rich and famous author because of Shattered, but people didn't find out about me until the 3rd book. And some people picked up the 3rd book and started reading. They literally could read it out of order. They can read it out of order and still be. Now, they may have different opinions about people. For instance, Aaliyah in Shattered is the MC. She is not the MC in the 2nd book. 2nd and 3rd book. She's not the MC. So if you read the 2nd book, you may not like Aaliyah as much as you might like her if you read this book, and vice versa. So that kind of thing may go through. I think of it like, I don't know if any of you all are familiar with Flowers in the Attic, and what's that, the Dollenganger series, where the 1st book is Flowers in the Attic, and then there's like If There Be Thorns, this, that, and the 3rd, and blah blah blah. If you read all those, but then BC wrote the last book was actually the prequel to the 1st book. So the whole time I'm reading that series, and you're hating the grandmother and all of this stuff, but then you go to the 1st book and you get the grandmother's story and you go, oh my God, all that shit she did make sense. Oh my God. Oh my God. So I don't think they were like the best written stories. And Lord Jesus, V.C. Andrews could spend 18 pages describing the color blonde, like the blonde hair of these kids. You can go on and on and on describing blonde. That kind of stuff got on my nerves. I'm like, okay, they're blonde. You told us that 27 times already, and I do not need to know anything else about that. But the stories themselves, I thought the stories were interesting. I'm not you, Wendy. I don't trust you, Wendy. No, I'm just playing. Or you, Alec and Wendy. Y'all too. I can't. Oh my God. Yes, the size of spines of books matter. So when I had to format this and get it all situated, I had to know how many pages were going to be in here. So when I was doing the approximate page count, I didn't expect it to look like this. So this is still shocking to me that I'm just saying, y'all, look at this. Like, I wrote this. This is crazy. Okay. No more with y'all madness. Okay, Jennifer, I decided on doing an anthology series for my Wheels of Blank series. I'm working on plotting book 1 for Nano. That'll work. Is that what you're doing right now, or are you going to use Nano to do the plotting and stuff? We behave most of the time. Most, I guess, if the definition of most is we behave. Y'all know the truth. Nice and big and brown. I ain't playing with y'all. Okay. Yes, the book is thick. And firm. Stop. Don't you got some doctors to look at? All right, it's time to write, guys. Yes, if you notice, I'm trying to be regimented because I know this is also a 10K Tuesday. And I know people are on a mission. And for those of you who are on a mission, by the way, where are you at on your journey? Got you. I got you. I got you. Oh shit! You know what? Wait a minute. I know we're supposed to be writing, but I forgot. There was another question. The third question: what are you most afraid of? Don't answer that now. Write, and we'll talk about it when you get back. Damn. All right, that is time. What did I do? Let's see. Y'all, 888. 888. Let's see. That's almost a record. Almost a record for me. We'll put the question back up there that we didn't get to really answer. And let me go to the comments and see what I have missed while I was gone. All right, let's see. Come on, stupid thing, work for me. Firm, Alec. A front tooth, that a central incisor, one of these bitches, that's the worst. Like right now, I have so much trouble, obviously, with my teeth. They're crooked and spacey, and I look like they're missing. Like these look missing. They're not missing. They're this. It's hard to do it on camera. This one is broken, and the whole back of it is there, but the front part of the front broke, and then it's turned so you can't even see that. And then the same thing on this side, but worse. I have the worst teeth, and the sad thing about it is, like, I always took like ridiculously good care of them, but I've always had bad teeth. And but I needed braces, but my mom didn't get me braces. I don't remember why. She had some kind of cockamamie reason why, but and then when I finally was like, look, let's go for it, and then we couldn't afford it because, like, insurance wise, I think I was like 21, 22 when I said, look, I'm tired of this, I want the braces. And then insurance wouldn't cover it because I was over 18 and it was going to cost too many thousands to do it. And then when I got pregnant, I was 26, 27. I was 27 and a half, so I was 26 when I got pregnant. When I got pregnant, oh my God, it's like my mouth went crazy. And then, like, all of my, not to do all my anatomy shit, like, I'm an anatomy freak, but my, wait a minute, central side, I know all my teeth name. So when my molars started really getting, like, every 6 months I'd be at the dentist and it was new cavities, even where they'd already worked. I had like one molar that had like 4 cavities of its own, like that same tooth. And it was like they were breaking down. I don't fucking know what was up with that. I mean, I got them all drilled and filled, but still, it's just, ugh. That's like one of my biggest heartbreaks is my teeth, because that's what people see, like when they see you and you look like you don't care and it doesn't have anything to do with it, like some dumb shit. But don't get me on a tangent about these crazy teeth. I hope that I get enough money soon to be able to fix, especially these two, even if they ultimately have to pull them and it'll be legit like real spaces as opposed to looking like they're real spaces. Like, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. But if they have to pull them and I have to have like fake tooth or whatever, I don't know how to do that. But anything to not be uncomfortable anymore. Anything to not be uncomfortable. And it just, I don't mean to sound vain, but it just really breaks my friggin' heart, especially since I have taken care of them my whole life, and it's still been a fight. It's still been a fight. I'm a regular go to the dentist every 6 months type of girl, the whole nine. I do all the brushing and the flossing and the rinsing, everything that I'm told to do, and I still fucking suffer. I still suffer. And then I have a friend, and I don't mean to call her out, but that bitch don't even wave a toothbrush in front of her face, and her teeth are, not only does she not have a problem with them, but they're still white. And it just goes to show. It just goes to show. It makes me really sad. I'm getting to the point, Sky, where I think I won't have any by the time I'm 60. And again, it's going to really, really hurt my feelings. And not because it's like, oh, well, it happens to people, but because I really did take care of them. I was always funny about my hands and my feet and my teeth. Always, my whole life. And thank God, my hands are the bomb. I got big ass linebacker feet, but they cute. And but didn't luck out with the tooth. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm wondering now if I'm going to end up needing a root canal because I'm having a trouble with a central incisor, lateral incisor, costic, first so with my first molar, because I don't have wisdom teeth anymore. I had them pulled out when I was like 23, and one of them was impacted. Number 32 was impacted, so they had to cut in my jawbone to get it out. And if y'all never smelt what it smells like to have a saw cutting into bone, it is the worst smell ever. Like, and it's like sawdust and all this other stuff. It was worse. And I've never been afraid of dentists and stuff like that, but that was one of those times I was looking really forward to getting out the chair. Didn't hurt. It didn't hurt till afterwards. Afterwards, it hurt like nothing I could define. But during, it was just a matter of hearing it and the power tools in your face kind of thing. Y'all don't know. Oh my God, I hope you never know. But I'm trying not to cry now. It just makes me sad that I didn't neglect them and I'm going through this. I guess that's the best way to put it. Ugh. Must be tooth time. Tooth fairy time. Oh, don't feel bad, Kevlania. I get it, Kev. Believe me. I think I messed up my sleep. You know what? I might skip this next sprint. I messed up my sleep pattern so bad once because I stayed up for like 2.5 days that you know how you have the day shift, the swing shift, and the night shift? Well, I think I was caught between the swing and the night. So I wasn't even doing it was a mess for a minute to get back on schedule. I literally had to stay up another day to write it, to get it right. And see, but the thing is with us, Sky, my parents always had the bomb insurance. So we always did take care of it. And like my brother, my sister, none of them have I have a twin. She passed away a couple months ago. But the best teeth on the planet Earth. Like if you were gonna model teeth after someone, it would have been hers. The best fucking teeth, the best goddamn smile, everything. I mean, she just had it going on. Me, I'm in the chair for an extra 45 fucking minutes trying to figure out why this tooth is acting dumb because the other tooth was acting dumb 6 months ago. Well, we took care of it. My mom and my dad, they were big on all of our health stuff because me and my mom had a lot of health issues. Lord Jesus. Forgive me for a second. So I have to message her and let her know. She knows I stream on Tuesdays. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to need. All I know is that it doesn't make a difference because I don't have any fucking money. I'm going to be honest with you, and this is going to sound really crazy. I think like people with my one friend, she has gap in her central incisors, her front teeth, her upper centrals, and she has a big gap in her teeth. And I just think it looks so cute. I think it just really looks cute. We're ignoring that one. because we didn't get to really talk. And so I think that kind of stuff is key. My main problem is I'm in a lot of pain and I need some dental work done. So that's kind of where I'm stuck. And I hit that already. All right, let's see. Did I miss somebody? Because I could have sworn. Let's see. This thing been moving. Oh, Lord. It's been moving. I got to go way up, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, the root canal was. See, I'm assuming that it's not going to be painful because, you know, the dentists do what the dentists do. And it's scary more than anything. The initial needles may be painful, but even then, they numb you up before they do those. Awkward when I had to go pee with my mouth open, but like painless things. I cried when this one cracked. I cried. I was out to dinner and I was with my kids and we were eating something and it was like no warning, like no warning. It must have really been weak and I didn't realize it and the front part cracked. And I just burst into tears and my kids are like, oh my God, it's okay, you're fine. You're so pretty. And they're trying to calm me down. I'm like, okay, I ain't pretty, but thank you. And now I got to be fucked up too. Like I got to be ugly and fucked up. So yeah, it hurt. It hurt bad. You know, I need a sugar daddy, Billy. Do we need to have a conversation? You know, call a sister up. I need some money. Boy, stop. Don't play. No, I really would like to get them fixed. I really like to get them fixed. I'm not as self-conscious about it as I am just sad about it. Like obviously I have to go out in the world and talk. Like part of my job is I stand in front of people talking. So it can be a little jarring initially when you're thinking about it and people are like not even studying you. I mean, they may go, oh yeah, her teeth are jacked up, but they ain't concentrating on it the way you are. How's the mouth? What are you implying, Billy Weber? Right, but implants cost like $10,000 if you do that. I wish. Oh my God. Oh my God. I would do that in a minute if I could. Okay, that's where I left off. All right, so let's go back down. And Kevin, you missed a lot of stuff. So the first question was, what is your MC afraid of? The second question is, what is your antagonist afraid of? And now we're in the third question is, what are you afraid of? I'm most afraid of being the villain in another person's story. I would love to be the villain in someone's story, especially if it's not a Voldemort type villain where you just know going that motherfuckers off, but someone who's like peaches and cream and then you just go and at the end it's like dun dun dun. Oh my God, it was Aphrodite the whole time. Yeah, make me a villain. I don't get to be a villain in real life. Okay, I saw that one. I had crowded teeth, and that's why my lower teeth are still crooked and pushed because my baby teeth didn't come out and my adult teeth grew in and they pushed them forward and pushed them over. Like I literally had, forgive me again, central incisor. I literally had two lateral incisors on this side, and it was like when the one broke, like finally came out because it should have come out, and I was about 32. It didn't matter because the other two was still there. Like, oh yeah, hey, I was here the whole time. It's just crazy. I had way more than 32 teeth. See, I'm going to cry if I have to have dentures. I don't want dentures. I don't want dentures. But I know I'm not going to go around toothless, but I'm going to be really sad about that. And I'm hoping that, if I can get implants, I can get implants. I think that also depends on your gum health, though. So I'm not sure I don't know anything. Literally, I didn't look into it because it wasn't something I knew I could afford. So your insurance will cover some implants? Let me look into that. Let me see what I'm covered on. Didn't know that. But I need to go to the dentist first, and I need someone to go with me and hold my hand, because although I've never been afraid, I'm afraid now because I know there's a lot of work that fucking needs to be done. I'm definitely not over it. But men are usually what? Over what? Oh, shallow. Yeah. Men are very, I wouldn't say shallow. Men are more vain than they appear to be, I believe. Like, I think women talk about it more than men do, but men definitely have it. And if it's not more, then it's probably equal, but it doesn't come off that way because women are always talking about it. Oh my goodness, I'm so fat, or I'm so skinny, and my breasts are so big, and my boobs are too small, or but men be like, let's get a beer, and then their brain, they might be going, oh, I'm so fat, oh, I'm so skinny, that's not how they voice it. And of course, that's not true for every guy, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it makes me sad, honestly, and when you want to talk about it, but you kind of don't because you don't want people to think you're being vain. But I feel like, for lack of a better term, and I know it's still going to come off wrong, but I feel like I had enough strikes against me to not have to add fucked up teeth to it. Right, yeah. Seriously, Alec. I cried my damn eyes out. My kids could not console me because and mind you, this happened in the restaurant and I really couldn't even tell which tooth it was. And I was afraid to go home and look. And then when I did, fell apart again. And I never went into the whole thing, Cass, where I didn't care about my looks in the sense because I had already determined that my looks didn't matter because I didn't measure up. So there was this thing where I didn't have to worry about it. I'm not saying I did not take care of myself. I did, but I never cared about what I looked like because the world had already told me that I was ugly. So I was like, oh, okay. It's been decided. Yeah, I used to use Sensodyne. I used to use that actually. I don't know what those symbols are because my thing won't show it. I have to go to YouTube to see it. I did. I used to use it all the time. I stopped using it recently, but I used to use it all the time. Right. I had a fucking molar. Oh my God. Okay, so it had a cavity in it. And I think what happened is that I was 21. I will never forget this. And I went in to the dentist and I was like, I'm having this pain and what's going on with it? And then it turned out that the molar that had already been filled 6 months prior, let's be clear. When the dentist before the one I'm at now, when they did the fill, they must not have gotten everything. So when they filled, it kept decaying, or the hole kept getting bigger underneath the fucking filling. So it just kept going. And so when I went into the dentist and she did the x-ray, she was like, oh my goodness, because if you're just looking at it from my mouth, and it's like you there was nothing to see. When she did the x-ray, it was like a big giant cavity, literally a big cavity in the inside of the molar. So she's like, well, we're gonna have to, hopefully we won't do a root canal, which she didn't have to do that. But then when they had to remove the filling, then the fucking molar split in half. Just split in half. And it was still rooted in my gum. So it was completely split, and it was in my gum. And the dentist, doctors are supposed to have that doctor, decorum about him. And she went, oh my God. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna assume some shit is bad. So she dug and dug and dug and dug. And by the time she was done, she was like, I'm gonna do everything I can to save this tooth. And she built a fucking wall, because the other, she had to pull part of it, and then she built a wall. So 3 walls of the tooth was not tooth, and wound up being porcelain. And so that tooth, she good to go. She's a rock. But that was some shit. That was a day. Oh my God. Yeah, I just read that. Oh, that's your biggest fear. And see, I don't have any little ones. That probably, you know what? I probably was living that fear when I was little. I mean, when I was younger, a younger mom. My biggest fear, actually, I'm not going to say what my biggest fear is, because it's just going to give me nightmares. But one of my big fears, as you all probably know, is aquatic motherfucking creatures. I don't like no fish. I don't like creatures that look like fish. So yes, dolphins and porpoises and all other whales count as fish. Octopuses and all that fake creatures like Cthulhu. I don't play that. I don't think none of them are cute. I have no desire to ever be putting my body in shark pee. I ain't going in their house. I don't play. Yeah, see, I think that kind of stuff is cute. Like, yeah, I think if I had my way, I would have perfect teeth and perfectly lined and everything is in order. Sure. But I also think that crooked teeth and, wonky, as you put it, teeth are fucking cute. I really do. Yeah, I'm worried. I ain't gonna lie. I do not want, guys, I do not want dentures. I do not want to be one of those people, the old lady who has to put her teeth on the side of the bed. I don't. I really don't. Exactly. Exactly. And when the first lateral broke, I was like, that sucks. But when the second one broke, I was like, really? You're gonna leave me with these 2 big giants? Because I still have big, if you could say, big central incisors. My centrals are big, and my laterals were too. But at least it balanced it out when they were both present, where you can see them. And so, yeah, I can't. Yeah, don't feel bad about that, because they have to prop me too. My mouth, I don't think my mouth is small, but where my mandible meets my cranium, I don't have it doesn't unhinge wide. So I can't open my mouth really wide. So they always have to put the majiggies in there to hold my mouth open wider, and it's so painful. Wider than it can be, and then so that I won't shut it. Don't feel bad about that, girl. I am with you on that. You know, it's easy for me to say don't let it steal your smile, but I really fucking understand. If you can't for a minute, then it's understandable. But yeah, don't let it steal your smile. Your smile is beautiful, bruh. And it ain't about teeth. As sad as it can be. I don't know what those symbols are, Billy. I can't see them on StreamYard. What did he put up there, y'all? Y'all laughing at him? Ain't nobody playing with you. When you gonna come over, Billy? How about that? Then you can find out. Okay, what? Hold on. Let me go to YouTube because I gotta know. Hold on. Okay, I don't see symbols. What symbol did he put up there? Billy, stop being nasty. This is a G-rated stream. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Speaking of, I'm saying, Billy, I'm just saying. You know what? Call me so we can talk because this is getting to be too much. Seriously, if I can get on a 20-month plan, I'm down. I'm not playing. Like, call me, message me on Facebook or something. See, we all up. I tell me why dental isn't included in regular insurances the way it should be when it's very friggin' important to your health. It's not just about aesthetics. It really is important to your health. And I've been in fucking pain for months. Months. Dude, I can't do porcelain veneers. You gonna help me? Seriously, you help me. We figure some stuff out. I'm so sad. Even if it's just the top two, they're the only ones that's really a problem. I keep my crooked lowers. I like that. I do. I like them. Plus, they're freaking like strong as fuck. And I thought about getting braces, but then I really would be like 65 when they came out. I have an overbite, as you can see, and I didn't understand what that meant until we went to when I went to high school, and we had to pick at my school. You had to pick an instrument, and I wanted to do wind instruments. And they have like specialists that come in, and they check you out body wise, like literally, they do all this. I went to a ritzy, ridiculous school anyway, and they said I couldn't do wind instruments because of the way my mouth was shaped and my overbite. And I'm like, give me a damn, flute and let me figure it out. But they wouldn't support it. So they checked out my piano fingers and said, that's what she's doing. She's doing piano. Like, well, I want to do guitar. They were like, in order for you to do guitar, you would have had to already start it. So no, unless you want to play like, because then I wanted to do percussion. They were like, can you read music? And I'm like, no, but I can. No, unless you want to play the triangle. That's the only percussion instrument you're gonna get. So I'm like, you motherfuckers. So I had to take piano. Assholes. They could have let me try the flute. My mom paid a lot of money. They could have let me try. All right, we'll talk. We'll talk. Is it in? It's close by though, Billy. Is it like in Maryland or Baltimore? I think overbites are cute too. I think overbites are cute. I used to think, ooh, what happened? I used to think that Kim Fields, she used to play Tootie on The Facts of Life, and she had this massive overbite, and she used to talk like this. And I used to think that was so cute, so adorable. I wanted to be her so bad. I think we all get into habits that kind of um, shield us a little bit. Like there's nothing I can do about these the lateral incisors being looking like they're gone, but I did learn how to smile for pictures so that like if you notice this from my pictures, it doesn't look like the tooth is missing, and I just figured out what angle I had to be on where you would catch what's left of it so that it still looked like it was there. It's sad that that's even a thing. You know what? The next picture I'm gonna take is gonna be dead on, fuck it, with my mouth open. The monster under your bed. You know what? I still get afraid. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of the dark. See, I wasn't gonna go there. That's one of my fears. That I'm gonna go to my whole life never having been like in love or someone been in love with me. I wanted that. There was a girl when I was in junior high, and she had the headgear, and I'll never forget. She didn't wear it. I mean, she didn't come to school like that. So, but it just so happened that we had a teacher night a parents' night, and the teachers and the parents had to get together. So we got to wear like street clothes, and we thought that was so cool being in school without uniforms on at night and all that. And we're in there, and I saw her, and she had like all this fucking headgear. I mean, it looked crazy. And I just saw her and was like, wow, I want whatever is wrong with her. I want that. And I just thought it was so neat. Now I probably would have hated it had it actually happened, but hated it. But I just thought it was so cool. And she just showed up, and she was all cute. She was all pixie and cutish, and she had her headgear and nothing. She was just still who she was. I just thought that was amazing. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I know how you are. All right, we definitely got to get together because I got so much coming up. I have so many great things coming up that I'm not even allowed to talk about. And I would like to be comfortable in front of people when the time comes. What? Fractures? What? Is it fractures in your teeth or fractures in your jaw, in your mandible? Ugh. Yeah, it's not been a great year. I lost my stepmother, and then 60 days to the day my twin passed away. And my father passed away a few weeks ago, and then one of my best friends passed away 2 weeks after that. So it's been a barrage of death with people who are actually really close to me. So losing my twin, I think, is the worst. And not that losing any of them isn't bad, but losing her feels like a part of me literally is not here anymore. And I know people say that, but it's true. Oh yeah, I dress up. I dress up. I like to go in town in the city where all of my rainbow people are and have a ball. have a ball. Oh my God. Lose my damn mind. Especially anything like the masquerade. Oh, and the theater kids with the, oh, love it. I haven't done it. I didn't do it last year and the year before, but everything before that. You know what is. I told you Bill I ain't playing with you. Stop being cryptic. Oh wow. See, I yeah, I get that. Like we'll talk. We'll talk. Eva. Whew. If you think H.P. Lovecraft was afraid of, if you can't tell, H.P. Lovecraft is afraid of dark things, including people. He was a big giant racist. And water and dark water and aquatic creatures. If you think he's terrified enough of it to create shit like Cthulhu, I got him beat. Because my heart won't even let me create no shit like that. Aww. I want to see pictures. My grandson decides that he likes the Baby Shark thing and he wants to sing like Grandma Shark. I'm like, get out. Get out. Sing another song. Plenty of songs out there. Yeah, I'm a big Shakespearean. So I tend to write comedies and tragedies, which basically they're the same thing. Like romance is either a comedy or a tragedy. And the only difference is, how tragedies end a certain way, comedies end a certain way, but they all run that course up until that point. And then it's like, is it going to be a comedy or is it going to be a tragedy? And comedy doesn't necessarily mean funny. People get that mixed up too. Because comedy does also mean funny. Yep. Nope. I feel you on that. Shut up. What is wrong with you? I cannot unhinge this wide enough. You know what the other thing that really makes me sad? Like, you know how people stick out their tongues? My tongue won't stick out far past my lip. Like people do that where they stick it out. Like I'm not even gonna show you how pathetic it is. So I can't do that either. And I want to piss somebody off. I gotta do stuff like that. Can't stick my tongue out at them because it'll just make you laugh. Mm. I mean, we all have, and admittedly, like I've literally never been in like I've never been in love with someone who was in love with me. And I don't, and if anyone was ever in love with me, I don't know anything about it. They never mentioned it. And that kind of hurts. Like thinking about a life where that didn't happen at least once hurts. Ooh, but if that happens though, you can get that fixed as long as your root system is okay. They can fix that, especially if it's a central or lateral incisor. Usually, insurance will cover that because they're the teeth in the front of your mouth. The cuspids and bicuspids and molars don't get the same treatment. But again, if you have a good root system, I'm pretty sure that they're going to have to dig what I have left of my laterals out. I'm almost positive. And there's nothing they can fix with that. I thought about getting flippers, Oh wait, for those of you who don't know, in the industry, like if you're in modeling and okay, we were supposed to start a sprint right here. Anybody that wants to sprint while I talk. Where you wear they're like the fake clip-on teeth that you do when you're doing runway and stuff like that, but you don't wear them like 24/7. A lot of pageant people wear them. A lot of you'll see like if you watch like drag races, a lot of drag queens will wear them and they look really good. But you still kind of you got to have some good teeth to work with in order to even get them made well. And in order for me to find that out, I need to go to the dentist. But I don't have money for the dentist to get all the dental work done before we get into what they would consider cosmetic. I don't know what Billy said. Don't lie. Wait, shut up. Y'all don't pay Billy no mind. He need medicine. I'm so lost. Wait a minute, hold on. Let's see, Billy. Where's yes, as long as you know. Billy, speaking of, are you coming to my novel release party? I'm going to be doing all kinds of good stuff there. Oh, and just so you know, I'm going to be having some, I'm going to be soaking like some grapes and some tequila for the after party that ain't happening on camera because I am dying to try that. I saw this recipe and I want to try it. And I'm going to be doing the pajama party and stuff in the hotel room. But anyway, dude, are you coming to the party? A lot of the great people that are in this chat are going to have books there. I understand that. I feel like I'm getting a part of me is starting to feel like that. And I don't want to go down that road. Excuse me. Right. I know about that. It should be. I mean, it's medical. So it should count. And it shouldn't be, I don't know. It's hard to fight for anything that's going on with uh United States insurance. We never did talk about the children and stuff, the children and everything. And I do want to talk to you because I've had some issues that I don't really want to say on camera, but yeah, we can talk about some stuff. Oh boy, do I have some stories. Is Billy my boyfriend in real life? Billy is my friend boy in real life. He is not my boyfriend. Stop playing, Billy. He's my I used to go around and tell everybody like he's my blonde. Oh, but let me tell you a Billy story. Let me tell you, that's right, Billy, I'm putting you on blast. We used to go out all the time and hang out and blah blah blah. And Billy friggin' is amazing. Like Billy fucking adores me. And we would go out, and granted, there was times when I might have wore my clothes a little on the hoochie side. I admit it. Well, we went to this one club, and I like to call it the underground club, and I wore like this baby doll. Like I guess basically it was a nightie, but it was a baby doll and a trench coat. But I do want to preface this story with everybody was supposed to come that day in pajamas. And you're supposed to come in what you slept in. So I wore that. And I'll put the trench coat on because, hey, it was chilly. It was wintertime. And I'm like, yeah, I can't wait till we go out and everybody's going to be in their skivvies. And it's going to be a fun old pajama party because I like pajama parties. And then I show up. No, let me go back. So Billy comes and picks me up in the ride. And he's like, why are you dressed like that? I'm like, why aren't you dressed like this? Where are your pajamas? And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, I'm sorry. So we get to the club. Everybody that agreed to this, nobody is in their damn pajamas. Nobody except me. And I'm not in pajamas. I'm in a baby doll. Let me emphasize something like thin spaghetti straps, not even like this, covered my boobs, and then fell down like loose. Y'all know what baby dolls look like. And then, just covering the goody girl area. And that's it. And it had like panties that went with it, obviously. But I'm just saying, it was shorter than a mini dress because it's not a mini dress. So, but I thought, I'm going to be cute. I'm going to be the queen, goddess of this night. I'm not showing up in just pajamas. I'm going to be my diva self, and nobody else showed up. So I looked like a straight prostitute, and it would have looked great if everybody else had shown up in theirs, and it would have made sense, right? So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm sitting, they always, the guys, and the guys are beautiful, and they would always pick me up and put me like on this, it was a ledge, right? Really, it was a ledge. And we would climb up there, and they had like 2 levels to it. So I sat on the back of the ledge, and I sat down. I was like, fuck it. And I took my coat off, and I just sat there all night in all my glory. And guys, girls, everybody in between, he was coming over, flirting with me. And I'm like, yes, I am a goddess, by the way, yes. Oh, yeah, this is just how I dress. And I was so mad with my crew that they all took off their clothes and they all danced all night in their underwear and socks. And I was so proud of them because they were like, oh, wow, we let her down, man. All these beautiful guys and all these beautiful girls took off their clothes at night in the club, and we danced all night in our underwear. Well, their underwear. I was dressed in my baby doll. And that's one of my Billy stories. And he was all like standing in front of me. And he was like, people would walk by like this one guy. Oh my God, this one guy named Brandon. He would come over and he'd be like, girl, how you doing? And Billy be like, she doing fine. Why you all up in here? What you want? You don't see me standing here? All this is mine. I'm like, boy, if you don't move, none of this is yours. He disrespecting me. I'm like, he not disrespecting you. You crazy. Move. Do you see him? Oh my God, Billy. Tell him about the time when you kicked that one boy off the speaker. Because, y'all, I'm sorry. We went to the club and they had these speakers that were so big and high that you could climb up on top of them and dance. And I would get up there in all my little fat jiggly glory. And I'd be up there just shaking my groove thing. And this boy named Michael. California beautiful. Literally, he looked like a surfer. Blonde, blue, shoulders all day, little narrow hips. And he up on the speaker, he dancing with me. We having a good old time. And this other guy comes over and was like saying that I was too fat to be on the speaker. And because he wanted to get in the spot that was on the speaker. And me being me, I'm like, oh, now I'm not getting down. Because at first I was tired. I was going to step down. But now he said I couldn't. So I shook it all night. But then, Michael kicked him off the speaker. That's what it was. But then somebody told Billy. And I said, don't tell Billy because y'all know how Billy get. And somebody told Billy, I think it was Joe. And Billy pulled the guy up outside the club, y'all. I was like, Billy, you promised me you weren't gonna fight no more. He was like, no, girl, no, we good, we good. I'm just gonna talk to him. I'm like, you don't know how to talk to people, Bill. You never learned that gift. So can you just let it go? It's handled. He'll never say it again, I promise you. So I was hugged up with Adam over in the corner, and I look over, and Billy is gone after this guy. I was like, oh, Jesus. So scramble, fight, all this other stuff. I was actually crying, Billy. And Billy was like cussing the guy out and fucking him up. And I'm like, I'm not coming out anymore. How could you do this? And he was like, I told that motherfucker you was mine. And he don't talk to nothing that belong to me. Any kind of way, I'm like, I done told you 1,000 times, I do not belong to you. We friends. Nah. He know. So yes, Billy is crazy, y'all, but Billy is a very dear friend. And that's just one. So like, it's so many stories I can't even tell y'all online. But that boy, he's a mess. All this is mine. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And everybody was agreeing with him too. That was the other thing. Yeah, he knew he was wrong. Billy gonna fuck him up. Y'all just don't know. Yes, you got plenty of friends, Alec. One thing I don't have self-worth issues. Is that that's the best way to put it? I don't have that. I Even when y'all hear me say stuff like, oh, I'm not pretty, I'm this, I'm that, and the other thing, blah, blah, blah. And that's the kind of thing that the world does to you to put you down. And the world just will. The world will say, you're not enough, you're too much, you're this, you're that, you're the other thing. But I'm the fucking bomb. Like, I like who I am. I like what I have done. Am I 100% happy about everything? Hell no. Would I change some things? Hell yeah. But I don't live inside of the parts that the world sees flawed. They for sure don't. And the parts that I think, like, I am not happy with my weight. And it's not because of the size, because fat girls are cute. Okay, so it's not about that. And there's always somebody out there who likes something. You have guys who like skinny girls, you have guys who like big girls, you have girls who like skinny girls, you have girls who like big girls. That isn't the issue. I am not comfortable at this weight, number one, and I do not want to be 60 with this much weight to carry around, because it's only going to get harder the older I get. So yeah, I want to definitely lose weight. But trust, know, understand, and believe. I don't walk around, oh, woe was me. I am so fat, and the world says I'm fat, and blah, blah, blah. No, the fuck out. You can see I'm fat no matter what the hell I have on. You can see I'm fat as long as you're looking at me. So, yeah. And like, oh, y'all see those things about clothing where they say, if you are a pear, you should wear this. And if you are fat, you should wear black, and blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, if you are a human, you should wear whatever comes to you first. If you like pink polka dots on top of stripes, that's what the hell you should put on. And it doesn't matter, because I tell you what, you can wear all the black you want if you're fat. If you're still fat, it didn't go nowhere. If you have a problem with the part of you that's fat, then change that. But wear the clothes you want to wear. So that kind of thing. So that is I don't have that issue. Yes, it makes me sad when somebody puts me down for that kind of shit, but I don't internalize it. Like, if you sent me a message and you called me like that dude did, like you called me a fat bitch, it will hurt my feelings. But I don't walk around in the world going, oh wow, I'm a fat bitch. So therefore I'm nothing. Like, you know what I mean? I don't do that. I don't do that. And I never did. I never did that. So I miss so many, like y'all have been talking the whole time. My mother had always got teeth stuff. I used to think that was wrong with mine. I wasn't sure about that, but I used to think that was what was wrong. I like tragedies too, Jennifer. I do. I like tragedies, but I like both. But I don't like the fact that you don't get to see a lot of the tragedies. Because things don't always end the best. Like I do have some stuff that's happily for now kind of thing, as opposed to happily ever after. I do. I like them. I like see what I this is what I like. I like things that either are ridiculously fairy tale, and I mean over the top fairy tale, true sense of the word, or ridiculously realistic. And I'm sorry, you don't really get to have both necessarily and come off great to me. Like if I'm reading or watching a movie and it just all wraps up at the end where everybody's smiling and happy and stuff like that. I'm like, that is not life. That's just maybe that Tuesday. Because then you still gotta deal with shit on Wednesday. So I like my stories to go around, make it to Thursday kind of thing. So that's just my preference. I do get the whole happily ever after. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. Yeah, happy for now. Oh wait, I have complicated relationship with happily ever after and happy for now. All right, they can be, they have their places, but I do like a happy for now type stuff, and I like a tragedy because to me, like when you think of something like Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet is a tragedy, and it's a big tragedy, and it's a good tragedy because these families didn't learn their lesson until their kids died, and then their kids died by their own hand, and it didn't have to go down. Now, yeah, there was a lot of problems with Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I think they knew each other for like 2 days, and they, decided they were all in love, got married, and died. That's a bit much. But I think the point of it is that these two warring families, these warring houses, were just going on and on with their battle against each other and not even really paying attention that it didn't need to be happening anymore. And especially, let's stop this because our kids love each other, kind of thing. But no, these kids were so desperate that they felt like they had to run away to get away and hide and lie and sneak and do all this mischief just to be able to love each other, just to die. And then the families don't come together. I mean, they come together at the funeral. What a tragic way to come together. What a tragic way to come together. And so I do like those stories because they're really telling. And it's like, so yeah, we lost those kids and that's fucked up. But now those families actually are getting a better after, better ever after because they're not going to war anymore. And they had to lose their kids for it to happen, but they're not going to war anymore. I know I said that really, really badly, but I like tragedies for that kind of a reason. Ben, I love you. I am okay. I'm doing a lot better in some respects, and I feel frazzled on others. But I adore you. I'm so glad you came and dropped by. How are you, Mr. Happily Married Man with the beautiful wife? Beautiful wife. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's stunning. Oh, you were just answering someone's question. Yeah, they really are. I'm sorry. Like I'm hard. I'm trying. I'm having a hard time catching up to you all. I'm trying. And I am a person that, yeah, I read books to escape. They don't have to be real. I get into all the corny tropes. I can go for I can go for a love at first sight type story stuff. It doesn't have to be real, but I do want something in there with some semblance to reality, even in my fantasy. Let's see. I'm going to skip a lot because I think you guys were talking to each other. Cass, you like bittersweet endings mostly. I like I kind of like the endings where everybody learned something. Like in the old days, we used to read fables and there was always a moral to it. I do like that kind of stuff. I mean, I can get into some goofy, nonsensical Little Red Riding Hood shit too. But I rewrote Little Red Riding Hood because it annoyed me that the mama didn't get child protective service, didn't come get her ass for like sending her child out into the woods and then to take care of her sick mother. So she should get like in trouble with adult protective services for neglecting her mama and child protective service for neglecting her child. She sent her child out into the fucking woods while she stayed home. Like, why couldn't you walk this basket through the damn woods at night wearing red? So yeah, so I wrote my own version of that. But I digress. I digress. Christmas movies for the lighthearted day. You know what Christmas movie makes me cry? Fuck, what was it called now? Ben Affleck was in it, and I want to say Christina Applegate, but I don't remember the name of it. That movie had me in tears. It got put down. Mainly, I think they were just trying to put Ben down a lot at the time. And Ben is a good actor, whether you like him or not, that's different. But it was so sad because it was a comedy, but then you find out that he was just alone. And he basically bought this family so that he could be in his old house and have Christmas with them and this whole nine. And he forced them to do shit. He forced them to sing. He forced them to play snowball fights and stuff like that. But then you find out that he was just ridiculously alone and sad. And it had me in tears. It had me in tears. And I wanted to comfort him really bad. Christmas Carol, hold up. Christmas Carol is the greatest story ever told. Ever. Ever. I don't even consider it a Christmas movie or a Christmas book. It just happened at Christmas time because it literally was about saving a man who was doomed. He was doomed. He was doomed. He was doomed. He was out of here. When Jacob Marley shows up, like of the whole story, the only part that scares me is Jacob. Like I won a trivia question one time, a trivia contest, because the question was like, how many ghosts visited Scrooge? And I said 4, because people always forget about Jacob. And I was the only one who got it. I was very proud of me, but Jacob scares the shit out of me. And then all his tax boxes and the chains and stuff. Y'all, I wrote a rock opera based off the Christmas Carol, and I play Jacob Marley. And one day I might let y'all hear and see it. But yes, that's my favorite, my favorite. And Christmas, I think the holidays as we move into the fall, winter holidays are always the hardest on people. Because that's the part of the time when you start missing your family and you start missing, loved ones, or you start realizing your place in the universe. And for some of us, it's not a good place. I'm seeing like LOLs for Billy Weber, but I don't see where Billy Weber said anything. Lord Jesus, I hate how slow this thing is sometimes. Y'all don't laugh at Billy. That's who I'm talking about. The guy that you kicked in the alley. I wasn't trying to give all the details. Y'all, Billy crazy. Don't let that pretty face fool you. Y'all see that face? Y'all see him? Don't let that fool you. He ain't sweet and innocent. This is not a sweet and innocent guy. This is a really nice, really stand up, and he'll be talking, and then you make him mad, and he just turns and he is Jekyll friggin' Hyde. Don't let that baby face fool you. No. He told the guy, he made the guy walk back around. Like I was still in front of the club, and I was this guy was holding me because I was upset, and the guy was real pretty, so I didn't mind. And he comes back around. He makes the guy come around and apologize to me. You see her? That's my girl right there. So ghetto. Okay. Yeah, Billy, but it wasn't that the opposite of what I said. Wasn't that? Didn't I say let him go? He's insignificant. And what did you say to me, Billy? Oh no, girl, I'm just gonna talk to him. It's not gonna be nothing. Next thing I know, everybody running into the alley. Y'all, Billy crazy. Billy crazy. And what really made me laugh is after the fact, because I wasn't laughing during. After the fact is how he kept pointing to me. You see her? She's a goddess. Motherfucking goddess. Don't get it twisted. Oh my God, y'all. We definitely did have some good times. But I love the whole dancing in their underwear thing. If y'all could have seen all these dudes and all these girls in their skivvies in this club dancing, and the club people are like, what's happening? What's happening? And there was this one guy, what was his name? Oh man, we used to play Jenga. Oh, I can't think of his name. I'm terrible with names. That boy could dance. But I'm just gonna say this little curve. He maybe should have just put his clothes back on because he was telling all his business. But he danced his ass off, and I was like, get down, bro. Nice to meet you. Billy, these wonderful people. These people are my tribe. These people are my heart. I love them. We write together every week. We hang out. We do all kinds of stuff. They saved my life. Y'all don't know that, but y'all really did save my life. I was so alone in this writing path. I was alone and lonely in general. So, yes, they are great people, and I'm glad you got to meet them. Firefly! Y'all, Firefly is kicking ass on the giveaway points. Y'all just don't know. For anybody else that's out there, and I'll make it more clear Thursday for doing prizes and stuff like that. But for all of you who want to like spread the word about Shattered, you get points that go into the kitty to get chances to win stuff. And y'all, Firefly kicking butt. Thank you, girl. Love. Yes. Thank you. Oh, I love that movie. It makes me cry. I'm gonna go look it up. No, I don't want to cry, but it just made me so sad. That was supposed to be telling you the sprint is over. I know, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. I missed Ben. He probably left. I'm sorry, Ben. What is this? Alec, I can't see what that is. It looks like a smiley face that doesn't have a mouth. Yes. Oh, come on now. That movie, I don't care what anybody thinks about that. That movie was so well done. So well done. It was, I love that movie. I am the one that before they used to when I was a kid back in the 70s, they played the whole thing. Like from start to finish, just like 18 hours long. And one year they said they were going to split it so that people could see it all because the people would miss some of the end or whatever it was. And I was the person who, if I knew we had my TV guide and that was coming on, I stayed up and watched it. My mom was like, "Yeah, I don't care, just go and watch it. I don't care about school." That I didn't miss, and every time it came on, and it would come on like 10 times throughout the Christmas season, I would watch it all 10 times. Love that movie. Now I want to see. Now I got to look the movie up again because I have not seen that movie in a good 3 or 4 years. Did it just fall out of favor for being played, or is it? Are they doing that bullshit where they play it once a year, but you don't even know when it's coming on? Oh, I know you weren't, and that's the even more beautiful thing about it. Like I almost cried when I saw like the first thing go up. I was like, I as much as I've been talking about the book, obviously, y'all really got to understand that this is blowing my mind. Like, part of me still feels like I am not talking about me and I'm talking about somebody else because this book has been my dream. I mean, this particular book has been my dream. It's, I wanted people to know the people in that book so bad like that. It's just been my thing. So I'm really glad that I'm getting some messages back from people who are reading it. And yeah, it's properly named. It's called Shattered. And I was looking at, matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up. I have also like the link that I put in for the giveaway too, the big giveaway at the end. Hold on. See if I can do it. Y'all just bear with me for a second. Am I the right one? Yeah. And let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, just go a little bit slower. I'm only streaming. There we go. And so right now, for the entries for the contest, there are 153 entries. Get the hell out of here. And I just posted it yesterday. This is just incredible. And then I picked up I got new what do you call it? Um Fans. Oh, I should do it from here. I could probably see it faster. Yeah, okay. I can see it on the the YouTube one. So I got new fans that follow me on Twitter and new people who follow me on Instagram. Now, mind you, I had that Instagram account for 100 years. I never used it up until like 3 weeks ago. And I only just learned how to use it. So that was a lot. And I started posting on there. Then I started getting followers. I think I'm like 11 away on here from like 400. No, I got more. So I'm 6 people away from 400 subscribers on YouTube. And I bring that up only because it's a big jump from what it was 2 weeks ago. Like it just all of a sudden did this big shift. And I'm like, wow, oh my God. I am so happy about that. Not, oh yeah, I got all these followers. No, I'm happy that many people want to hear what I have to say. That's incredible to me. That's incredible to me. Like, I don't even want to start crying, but that's so great. I did not foresee this last year, last year this time. Because now I'm going on 18 months almost, not quite 18 months. It'll be like 18 months in December that I've been doing YouTube. And look what happened in 18 months. Like I know all you. This is amazing to me. I have no words. And just the fact that people are asking me questions about the book, like the book doesn't just exist in my head. It's a real thing in the universe now. And 5 people could buy the book. I wouldn't care. Because it exists, Oh my God. It's just so crazy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I am nervous too because the launch is coming up. And you know how you get the jitters, like, is everything going to go right? Because there's so many things that could go wrong that's outside of your hand, especially dealing with KDP. So I'm hoping that my KDP game is okay. I don't even know what to say without sounding crazy, but I feel crazy. Like but it's such a good crazy. Like I talk about you all like we hang out together because we do actually hang out together. I don't think that because we virtually hang out that's any less than physically hanging out, because I don't physically hang out with anybody. So it's like you guys truly are my tribe, my posse. And tribes are families that you build. Because in case people really didn't get that, like you really are my tribe. You really are my family. You are the family that I would have chosen. And it just makes me, I might be the mama. Like I might be Big Mama. I'm pretty sure I'm the oldest one. And who's the baby? Like Steven and Sabra, they're little ones. No, Jasmine is the little ones. Jasmine, I don't think is even 16. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's under 16 because she can't get a Facebook and you have to be 16 to get a Facebook. So I think she's only like 15, 14 to 15. So yeah, this is just, it's unreal and it's great and it's wonderful and it's unreal and it's great and it's wonderful. And it's also scary too. It's so scary too. So let me go back to StreamYard because I know I'm missing stuff. Thank you. It is. It's mind blowing. When people would say that phrase, something being mind blowing, and unless you had something that actually felt mind blowing, it didn't really mean you did not so much didn't mean anything, but you didn't have an understanding. I get what that means now. We could do, Heather, if you want to. You can get on screen with me for like one of the live chats. I should say chats because we end up chatting, but one of the live streams, or you could do one on your channel and I can join you, and that way you can kind of have your channel start off that way where you're just doing write-ins and no pressure to worry about what you have to say and do because it's a write-in, and then we're talking, and we know how to do that really well. As far as finish your book, which by the way I'm sure isn't stupid. What kind of holds you up? Let me know what you think is holding you up, because we can work on that too. I have all kinds of tricks. True. Bye. I have a wedding this weekend, so this will probably be the last time I'm even online because there's so much to do. So okay, everybody's saying bye. So yeah, I think I have a video that's coming up. I don't know. I can't remember how I scheduled a lot of stuff, so forgive me. Yeah, Heather, we will talk. We will talk. Yeah, I have my son's getting married Sunday. I'm always the mama. What's a good time for you, Firefly? Let me know what a good time for you, and we will have to set something up. Because I know that, yeah, because you're in Germany, right? Oh, shoot. Go to bed. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Mine is until Sunday, but it's my kid's wedding, you know? So the crazy one who took over my channel a few weeks back is getting married Sunday. And I literally just got a dress yesterday because I was having a hard time finding a dress. And my son chose like this Grecian dress, which I think is funny because it really does look like a Greek goddess dress. So it's pretty cute. And but I don't have shoes, so I'll probably be barefoot. I'm good foot. I do have some gladiator sandals. That's Grecian, kind of Roman, but I'll make it work. So, oh wait, what did you say? 6 hours ahead of EST. Okay, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out because I would love if you strained with me one day. That'd be so awesome. Heather, I know you got it. You know what, Heather? I have to use your name in for character too. I don't think I have any Heathers. I don't. So one of my next characters is going to be named Heather. Oh, which con? I love cons. Oh, I love con. I went to Otakon last year, the year before last, with my kids. Oh, I had so much fun. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Most of my time belongs to me. So even if it was a weird, awkward hour like 4 a.m., I could still do it. It's no big deal. We'll figure it out. Oh, you're in Tampa Bay. But which con is it? Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm not going to get to do a con. I wanted to do, we have like a fairy con that comes to Maryland. But it already passed. I think it's right at the beginning or at the end. It's like the end of summer, beginning of fall kind of thing. So, if you know what, I'm wrong. It may be going on now. I gotta ask around, but I really would like to do a con. I haven't done one in so long. Stop playing. What are you? And you're on panels? Oh, yeah. Make sure you get somebody to videotape it so you can put that up on your channel. At least some of it. You can edit some of it out. That's pretty awesome. Sorry about that. Like, all of a sudden, my curtain just started. Is the wind blowing outside? You guys. All right, so I'm going to assume that it's 11 o'clock almost, and we're not going to do any more sprinting. So to close it all out, guys, what's your final numbers? How did you do on whatever it is you were working on? Even if you weren't doing 10K, excuse me, do you feel like you got like 10% of some of your work knocked out, or whatever the numbers was? Like I said, the last thing I was working on, which was notes for a vlog, was 888 words for a 20-minute, but it's actually the only one I worked on. So I didn't do any other sprints. It was the only one I did. So I think I did. That's a lot of words for me. Yes, film it, even if you make it into a private video, like on my channel. I don't know if you guys have ever gone to my channel itself before, but I have a lot of videos on there. But I have just as many that you can't see. That's awesome, Heather. Please, if you can. If you can, film something of it, even or take pictures and make it into a little reel. Excuse me, a little slideshow. I don't know why I'm yawning. I am not sleepy, and I have quite a bit to do before I go to bed. But I want to thank you all for coming to hang out with me. We did 3 hours. I think we only did 3 sprints though. We may have done more. I have to go back and look. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me, and y'all see my face breaking out. I have eczema so bad, and it's really, really, really getting to be ridiculous. Anyway, neither here nor there. I will try to do one more stream this week, but I can't make any promises on that because I really am trying to hit the ground running. I thought I got my dates mixed up, and I thought the wedding was not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. So I knew I had more time, and it turns out I don't. And so tomorrow I have so much shit to do to get myself ready because I want to look cute for my son's wedding, and I want to, when we do our dance. And yes, it's going to be so embarrassing, and I'm looking forward to being a clown. I want to be ready. So, and I'm not. I literally only just got the dress today. You said, Heather, I feel you. I feel you. My lips are swollen. Hold on. My lips are swollen, but I like how they look when they're swollen. I can't lie, but it's uncomfortable. So with the itching and the all this madness going on, like it doesn't look that bad right now, but the thing is, it's the beginning of what's going to go down with my face, and the timing couldn't be worse. And I'm hoping that my meds, the different meds that I have, will kick in enough so that I don't look like a swamp beast by Sunday. Prayerfully. But I mean, it wouldn't be the first time my eczema ruined something. Yeah. Y'all see this? I mean, and it looks like part of it, like it goes across here. So it looks like I have like this 5 o'clock shadow, but it's really just the eczema and the discoloration. So, I just won't take a lot of pictures. It's not my day. It's the kids' day. You said, oh, drink water like crazy. Oh, well, girl, what's that about? This is my supplies for the rest of the evening. And let me tell you a story about this. A lot of you probably already know I'm highly addicted to Pepsi. And so my trainer says, I'm not going to tell you not to drink the Pepsi. But if you drink the Pepsi, you got to then take the bottle that you drink it out of or the can that you drink it out of, fill it with water, and then pay for it with that water. And I'm like, how's that fix the soda thing? He said it doesn't, but you're gonna pay for it. You gotta pay for it. So if I drink a soda, not only drinking the equivalents in water, but I have to drink it out the vessel I drank the soda in. And his trainer told him that because he had a Pepsi addiction. Well, guess what? It actually works. It does something to you psychologically because, honest to God, when I picked up this bottle of soda, I looked at it like, do I really want to chase that down with a bottle of water? Like, really, I know it sounds dumb, but this is outside of your normal daily. Like, if you're supposed to drink, 8 of these a day, this isn't included in the 8. This is because you drank the Pepsi, you have to drink this. The only reason I haven't drank it already is because it froze. Can y'all see the icy thing in it? It froze, so I couldn't drink it yet. But I got to drink this before I go to bed because I got to pay for the soda I drank. And that doesn't take away from all the sugar and chemicals you just put in your body. But it definitely keeps you on thought with it. I don't know how to put it in the right words because I thought it was stupid when he first said it too. And then he said, up it to 2. So when I start, so next time I drink a bottle of soda, I got to drink 2 bottles of water inside the bottle that I drank the soda out of. Does that make sense? And it doesn't count towards your water. Hey, I'm glad I'm able to get in one chat room. Hey, Elsie. And we're getting ready to split. That's okay. I will definitely do everything I can to do another one. If I do another one, it will be it'll be Thursday and it'll be at 8. So Thursday EST at 8. It won't be before then because I do a lot of other stuff on that particular day. And but yeah, so he said from now on I got to do 2. Trust me, even the thought of having to do 2 additional because I drank a soda is making me not want to drink the soda. So it really is freaking psychologically working. And it's all about him saying, I'm not going to take away your soda. Go ahead and drink it. Pay for it though. So I'm like, all right, I'm down with that. And when he said it, I was like, psh, I don't care. I'll drink the water. And you have to do it immediately after. As soon as you finish the soda, you got to fill it up and then drink the water. But I can't drink warm water at all. It makes me sick to my stomach. So I had to chill it, and I was trying to chill it down really fast and forgot about it, and it froze. So just waiting a few more minutes, and I'll be able to kill it, and then I can add some more water to this, and then kill that to make up for the amount. Anyway, y'all understand. That's fine. I live on the East Coast too. Yes. All right, so we good to go. I'm gonna do. I promise you, I'm gonna do. The only way I won't do it is if I'm in too much pain because my skin is trying to act dumb right now. I'm in too much pain to be on camera. That's the only way I won't do it. So I'll see you all. I'll see you all on Thursday. Okay. Everybody cool? And yeah, I'll see. I'm so sorry you missed it. Please try to come back on Thursday, and I'll do another. It will not be 3 hours like this one, but I'll try to do another one and really get some more words in because we're almost at the end of October, guys. So anybody that's doing nano, that's doing prep for nano, this is the time to really just take a few minutes out your week to do it. You don't have to be those people who write every single day and then just killing yourself or crazy like me. You can do it in increments at a time and still be good to go. Yeah, come. I'll talk to Danette and see if she's able. I'll talk to the DL twins, see if they can come on. We'll get some stuff done, and it won't just be me babbling. That way, you guys can have other people to listen to. Heather, I am looking forward to this. Yes, I am looking forward to this. Oh my God, please film it. Film some of it. Film some of it. Share it. We're all family. We're not gonna talk about you. We're gonna brag about you. Oh my God, this heater. Y'all may be able to hear this heater in the background. It is getting way too hot in here. So, and I can't wait to snatch this thing off. Ugh. So, good night, my lovelies. I will see you most likely, 99% likely, Thursday. If not, I will make an announcement as to why. The majority of us are in the group, I believe. Oh, that's good. Oh, Heather. So needed. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I had to do, like, you guys know I'm blind, and so I had to get, when we went to Otakon, they my kids had to be in line for me because I couldn't be like tolerate like being out in the line and stuff like that. And they had to do like not special accommodations where they could just move me up in the line or nothing like that, but have a placeholder so I didn't have to sit out in it. And then trying to, they did help me out. And then I had people who were taking me to the different panels and stuff like that. So, okay. Good night, everybody. I got to find your Facebook page, Heather. All right. Again, I done said good night 3 times, but this time it is good night. Love you all. Good night.